The Deep Talk with Mr. Henry.
It's a beautiful Sunday, and I hope you are having a good time. I hope you are okay. I hope stress wa week yakakanye, and I'm here with you to make sure that we go through the rest of this Sunday evening properly together. And for those of you that are watching us live on YouTube, thank you so much for watching the show. My name is Mr. Henry, and thank you for making me your number one presenter. I really, really don't take it for granted, and thank you for loving the show. Subscribe. Now, today I have somebody I love so much, and it's an honor for me to be in her presence. One of my favorite songs from her is, first of all, I know Malovo's Ganjawuro. Do you know that you have different voices?
Don't say that.
There's that one that, na, 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 na. Can you still do that?
Of course. No.
Oh, I'm not a girl.
Yes.
Then the other hook, yeah.
Yeah.
If you are not in this country, you'd be a rock star.
I love rock,
You
by
love
the way.
rock music.
Totally.
I'm with Jackie Chandiru. I know. The way you're feeling is the same way I'm feeling right now. The energy, the was already there. There's this other song, the Rukbara song you were telling me off air.
There's like a couple of songs, Lukbara songs. There's Agassi.
Agassi.
You know, it's a love song, actually.
What does that mean?
It means, much as I make your life miserable, I may make, according to you, I make your life miserable. The truth is, if you tell me to go away, the fact is because I chose to be with you. Sirina jendaga.
Oh!
Sijava Kampala. Nganye.
Most of your songs were love songs, by the way.
Yes.
Then there's the other one you told me. Your favorite song.
Iringwa.
How does it go?
Batramaliari magoni daleyo. Alami asiyo bi magoni ngwayo. Baby mingwaya.
What does that mean now?
Where are you? Where is he or where is she? Where is the person that I'm looking for in my life? Where is the person who can complete me? When I look outside, I cannot see that person. So where is this person?
This is what I've seen. We not have. The name of the show is The Deep Talk. I'm with Jackie. Jackie's journey started way back. Blue 3, and then a solo career, and then now I'm interested, even before we dive deep into the story, how does Jackie from northern Uganda, right? Which district?
Arua.
Come to Kampala now, join the industry and become a problem.
I was here. I was like, I grew up from here, like from way before. And then, of course, low-key kind of family.
Yeah,
That's number one. That's how we all start. Low-key kind of family. But I never ever considered myself a musician. That's the truth. No, I didn't. But I loved music.
Yeah.
Because the music I would listen to, like most of those people, would sing like these high notes that I could not handle. But I would try to find techniques to reach those notes in my own ear. So it
Which
started,
age are we talking about now?
well, I'm talking about like 6 years old, 7 years old.
Serious.
And I was listening like to Mariah Carey, and she would have these notes, and you know she's got those whistle notes.
They're abnormal. That's how,
Yes,
honestly,
they're
abnormal
called
for-
whistle
yeah.
notes. Then you have to, it's just a gift. It's a natural gift for you to be able to get to those notes.
Yeah.
And I love those notes.
Yes.
But I was like, I can sing the rest of her songs. There's some notes I can't get to. But I love music. So if I can do my best to get to Mariah, maybe,
Yes.
just maybe. So I keep singing by myself in the corridor. And I believe I'm like, okay, you just never know. Sometimes God can just wake up on a good side of the bed and say,
Yes.
Jackie, here you go.
Yeah.
But in terms of becoming a musician, when I would look at like all these shows of theirs on stage and what, and I'm looking at all the multitude of people, I'm like, no,
Yes.
I don't think I can handle this. But let me just learn how to sing as a person on the side,
Just for me.
just for
As
me.
a hobby.
For me and my bathroom. You know how we're all stars in our
Oh
bathrooms.
yeah. Oh my God. Me, I'm a I don't even
Superstar.
know, I'm a lot of things in my. Yes.
Yes.
So now, when does it manifest? When does the switch flip on to say, kino ekintu kati kankitwale commercial?
Honestly speaking, there was no switch. I just watched this. There was the Coca-Cola Pop Stars on
Yes.
TV
Of course.
for South Africa, and I was seeing what they were taking these artists through, and I'm thinking, if these guys can go through this and learn and become like the ultimate artists they are,
Yeah.
maybe I can. I don't have to be like Mariah Carey, but maybe I can. So I was like, okay, let me try. Kangezeko.
If I take you back in time now,
Yes.
do you still make the same decision of going for those auditions?
No, I cannot go for an audition right now.
No, okay, we go back in time and we're like,
Yes.
okay, now
Right.
you're the same young girl, you know, but you know better. You've seen like a dream of what will come up in the future. Would you
Right
make
now,
that choice?
no, right now I cannot make that choice, because if I'm going to put myself in the current situation, I believe so much is there's so many things on the side that influence a person to become a successful musician. So I don't want to go through that because of principality, number one, and because of the fact that I know I have a gift that God gave me.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to ask this, and I hope it doesn't come out strange.
No worries.
Do you regret joining the Blue 3 at some point?
I'll say one thing from fast forward and also present.
Yes.
I don't regret any decision I ever made in my life, because I would not be the person it is that I am today if it wasn't for the decisions I made before. I would not be sitting here with you, Mr. Henry, if it wasn't for the decision I made before.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Blue 3 as a group, how did it touch or affect your life? Because now I'm looking at the story from this girl who was singing in the bathroom. You make a bold decision to go for the auditions. We've had this story like over and over again, and now you're singing and East Africa knows you. Mwakuba.
Where to
Let me see
Picture
you
Kuba.
burn.
I
Make
can
it
see
burn.
the fire burning through you.
Your life as an individual now. You're in a girl group.
Yes.
You're now a star. Sibyo wasubira.
I didn't. That's the truth.
Take me through that. How does it affect you generally?
It did a lot, because abasajja batandika okunkwana. Number one, nga bankwana.
Before men were not vibing you.
No, they would try bano mu park ng'oyitawo nga bakuvuma nga bw'obimanyi.
I know. Kati batanze olaba video ku TV.
Batandise okulaba video kati bali mu kukwana. So now they are telling you things like straight up. And you've not been through that kind of life. You don't know how to react. Jukira, by the time I got into this whole thing, I was about, 17, 18. And Mama had not taken me through how I'm supposed to act with this kind of thing. So it was difficult. And now people come straight up to you, and then they are offering you things that are in your dreams only. And so how do you handle?
I think you're still young.
I think
Ofuse stammer.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm imagining, you see, when we used to see you people, there's a generation I know who understands what I'm talking about, which understands what I'm talking about. You used to be like the one who used to be laid back.
Oh, that's
Among
what
the
they thought.
You were the loudest.
Not the loudest. I was never a person of words. I was always a person of action. I hated speaking. Even Steve G knew that. I hated speaking. But I loved showing who I am on stage. That was me.
Okay, I'm imagining we get 3 random girls, we put them together,
Yes.
and we tell them you have to sing now. First of all, there has to be chemistry. There has to be a blend. How was fitting in for you? First of all, you Cindy speaks her Uganda, but she's from Eastern Uganda, right?
Yes.
Then you have Lillian with her dope English, and then her, and now you come in. Which is
And that, no, I was going to help you.
Omurugwara.
Well-
Did they bully you?
Yeah, of course. Before
who
that,
bullied you most?
in the group,
Yes.
nobody bullied me.
Jackie, you have to tell me
No,
the
no,
things.
seriously. This is the deep talk.
Mm.
Che. So I say che in Lugbara. Che, you say eh.
Uh-huh.
Che.
Eh.
Eh.
What does
So
that mean?
It's like not so.
Okay.
Sindio.
Yeah, okay.
So
I hear you.
I was never bullied in the group because first and foremost, with the training it is that we had to learn to work in whatever environment was there. It doesn't matter because they trained us like if we bump into, well, at that time, Michael Jackson, how are you going to act?
They trained you that?
The training we went through in South Africa?
Guys.
Yes. That's
What happened to
yes.
that now?
That's why I'm telling you, like, there's things I cannot change right now, like, because they happened before. We was trained to be able to bump into people of high influence. How are you going to act in front of those people? If a journalist that is very assertive comes and asks you a question that you hate,
Yes.
how are you going to respond?
They trained you that?
Yes, without ungatota demo feeling. We had that kind of training. Yes.
Puro, I want to think you're among the very few artists we have in this country
Yes.
that have gone through that training.
It's not about among the very few. We are
The only ones.
only.
I've always been
artists.
wondering why interviews are so easy for you guys. Why you're so
We
well
learned.
spoken.
We
you
learned. We learned how to deal with presenters that come to us head on over maybe something they've found out in our personal lives that is very touching to us. Something can happen maybe, let me say, yesterday or the day before yesterday. Then you call me today
Of course.
and you will hit it and I've not yet healed from it. How do I handle this? We went through that.
Wow.
Yes.
This was Steve O'Cook.
This was Coke.
Who was ani akwangwira mubona abawala bewanyinga nabo?
Teddy.
Give me
Get-
the tea. Give me
You
the
love
tea.
tea.
Yes,
I thought
give
it
me
would be
the tea.
wine, but you
Tea.
love tea.
You said when you said tea, I said what?
Che. You
Che.
say
It's che.
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 You say it with bad manners. Che.
Che.
Eh.
Okay.
Mofera. I'll give you.
Give me the tea.
So it's none of them was easy for me because first and foremost when we was in the line like going for the competition, you know, you find people like line everyone is trying their vocals. You know, abantu bakuba high notes nogamba subhanallah. Omuna kuba note ya wansi nogamba haula maswali. Ngenda kola ntya.
Yeah.
You understand? So we got into this thing when it was everyone for himself, God for us all. But since we're going to get into the group,
Yes.
tujja kwesanga eri maaso, and then we'll handle this in that way.
Fast forward kati mufuse
Yes.
Blue 3 because now there we
Yes.
can sleep there twinzo sulawo.
Yes.
Who was more closer to you among, you know, Cindy and Lydia?
None of them.
Even when you were working together as Blue
Yes.
3?
Yes. At that time, none of them. Why? Because all our backgrounds were different.
I
Now
hear you.
mine was, well, way too conservative. Way too conservative. So I had to first sit, think about, okay, maybe
Yes.
this person, but even if you come out to me when you're a good person with your actual character,
Yes.
I still go back and I try to sieve. Is it possible? Maybe she's lying to me.
Yes.
Maybe she's not really who she's trying to be because, you know, it was all those kinds of emotions. So I can't say, ono yanyango, no. It was something I had to like sit back and go through the things benaiga mami byanjigiriza
Yes.
family wise growing up, and I'm like, okay, who can I trust or who is a person that is true? Yes.
You had a very smooth journey now, Blue 3 even now. Why nonekerawa? I think
Nayo noneka.
oba okuze okwononeka anti kati.
Nedda nti mbuulira. At what
Jackie.
point do you know what point do you
Jackie.
think at what point do you think I got spoiled? Tell me.
There was a point where I think now the spotlight caught up with you guys.
Okay.
You know, and you had to live it large and you had to live life. Now the money is there. In Nyimba Muzikuri, you have hits playing all over East Africa.
Yes.
And kati mwetongo de.
Ye taata nkuwulira.
I'm not even talking about a group kati splittings. I'm talking about now what we saw in the media. Jackie's partying here. Oh my God, the girls have gone crazy.
Thank you.
Akengo kayigirawa ebitutandikirawo.
What you saw in the media that is, let's put a star on that one. That is what you saw in the media and what you interpreted. Putting that aside, when we was coming out, none of us was doing, maybe taking, should I say, alcohol or going out to party and what. We were not doing that. But time happens when that happens. Yeah. For example, when that wasn't happening, you forgot you kept us in that look. Until we know them as this. So that means they cannot go out, they cannot party, they can't do what. But us doing that was the time, for example, that we had aside from work. That's number one.
Yes.
Number two, us going out to party did not change who we were.
Who you truly were.
So for you was at the back of your minds, maybe people was like, maybe they've got the money and what would buy. There's times when people would just call you. The moment you appear there, they're the ones who are buying.
I know.
But outside there, everyone thinks, oh, banokati sente ziba yingide and what. That's the one time that would get the chance to be loose. Just lose yourself. Just be happy. Be like a normal person. The only problem is, waberayo abantu who are looking at you like hawks. Nti katono sente zimutuse, the fame and what. No. At the back of everything else, we are human beings.
Oh, yeah.
So the way it's the same way you choose to go out and have fun is the same way we choose. But what's the difference? For us, when we choose to have fun,
it's the same heart that beats and the same soul.
Exactly.
Human. When you cut,
blood
comes out.
Exactly.
If we go back in time, what do you think that would have maybe made the Blue Three as a group, as a girl group, better? Remain intact, non-split?
To be honest, I think whatever it is that happened to Blue 3 happened for a good reason. I'm a very religious person, and I believe nothing is a coincidence in this life, and everything happens for a reason. Because if what happened didn't happen, Cindy would not be who she is. Right, Lillian would not be who she is. I would not be who I am. So I believe it wasn't like we wanted it to happen, but according to fate, it happened.
Yes.
But it was meant to groom the women that we are right now.
Today.
Yes.
Do you feel Jackie as an individual, Lillian and Cindy as individuals are much better or bigger than the three of you combined as the Blue Three?
As individuals, yes. Because there's decisions that we had to make. When we was a group, we had a person make decisions for us. We had a person tell us, sing this, do that, dress like this, do this.
At some point, at some point, was that like choking?
No.
You see, in a relationship,
on my side,
let me give you an example. You see, let's say me and you are dating, and then
that would be nice.
Ooh, hallelujah. And now you're my woman, and then you have to kind of like follow my lead because I'm the man now, you know. But I'm the man. And then I tell you, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this to just Zimbabwe. No, this is how I would love you to behave in public. As a human being, you're not leaving. Like, I'm like a dole. I'm really. Like under remote control.
Not really. I would take that.
You would?
Yes. I would take when you put what it is that you're putting on the table, because I'm liberal. Personally, I'm liberal.
Ooh.
You bring what it is that you're putting on table, then I'll go through what you're putting on table.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, this I can do. This one, let's meet halfway. That is it. Because there's times that you're going to tell me, Jackie, whatever function it is that we go to, you've got to wear a gomesi. I'm going to be like, no, gomesis are hot. You want me to do that, but they're hot. Then with the chikoya and everything, it's hot. So let's meet somewhere in between. Let me wear mushanana. At least I will still maintain the decency. That is number one. Yeah. But also a tradition. It may not be mine or yours. That is me.
As a person.
So
brilliant.
Yes.
So what times do you feel like you were choked? Because I know it was there.
I did. There's times that I felt I was choked for example, with things I had to wear and songs I had to sing. But because the person or the people that were telling us that, number one, were much older than we was. And I grew up knowing wisdom when it comes to age. When a person is older than you, they know better than that. That's number one. Number two, these people were well versed in the industry. They knew how the industry works.
Yes.
And then number three, these are people who saw something that we did not see. You see, most of the times when you wake up and you want this, a lot of the times people around you will tell you, it's not possible now, give it time. But because you want to do it, yes, but they're telling you, give it time, because they believe maybe within this period of time, this and this and this is going to happen. Then you will be able, after this is done, you will have connections here, then this will come easy. So I left it at that. I felt shocked, but I trusted in that process.
I saw Cindy. I know you saw her on Yana's show, talking about Steve, and she was emotional about it.
Let me have some wine. Yes, continue.
How was Steve to you as a person, as a leader, as the brain of Blue 3? Bojukira mwengeri je wayisibwamu gwe nga Jackie
Nzenganze.
Generally, yeah.
I found Steve tough, but the first maybe 3-4 times that I decided to give him the chance, nga sinaba mowa dozi yange ng'omulugwa aranze. Whatever decision he made came out perfect.
Nenga achikola in a tough way.
Gwe ng'owulira nti nfa. No, this, and this, no. This doesn't make any sense. But the results were on point. Nengabo manyi Jackie. Keep your tongue in your mouth. Put some water in your mouth. Go back to Arua. Keep quiet. And I left it to him.
And he took charge. At there times you had like disagreements with him?
Personally,
Heated
never.
arguments?
After that, after those, like I told you, those 3-4 chances, after that, whatever it is that he said, I would not say any, personally, I would not say anything against it.
When you saw, when Cindy left, first of all, how was the bond between you and her?
You'll be very surprised. We used to, I don't know if I'm allowed to speak French on the show sometimes. We used to talk a lot of, should I say, like, there's things that we would discuss, me and Cindy, and I can't even begin to tell you. At that age, we would ask each other, what do you think this is like? What do you think that is like? You know, that whole girly thing. So it was a different... I'm
imagining the people you were talking about.
Yeah, I know. It's the king herself, the queen of the Nile, but that was it.
Yes.
And it was that kind of relationship. And remember, we was young. We was trying to discover each other, so we'd sit and talk. So what do you think this is like? What do you think that is like? Okay, so-and-so is like this. What do you think I should do? So there was that part of us. So before, yes, I had that relationship with her, for example. Lillian was the most serious one of us because we were the younger.
Hey, she's older than all of you.
Who said she's older?
No, you
just
said,
like 20 seconds, 20 minutes older than us. That's all. So it was always that. So there was things that we would always, of course, be afraid to ask her about. But there's things we would debate between the two of us.
You and Cindy.
Yes. So we had.
After you go to the big sister Lillian.
No, when something goes wrong, then the big sister. That was it. So within that time, that was our relationship. We got past this thing that we've been put together, not really by force, but by contract. We got past that. Then it was like, you know what, we're going to be working together for some time. How are we going to fit together?
You became like sisters.
Exactly.
Now. And when she left, how did you feel?
I wasn't happy. I was angry, and I was hurt at the same time, because I was like, you know, see, you can't just leave what we've gone through just like that.
Can I just give up? Did she have a choice?
I believe she did.
There's a version of the story that we don't know.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. If you listen to, if you get time and you do research, there is the Chris Brown Rihanna issue.
Yeah.
Yes. There's two narratives. The second
course.
narrative comes out later.
Oh, yes.
So I just specifically choose not to speak about it for one reason. It's everyone has a way they take things. And maybe it was, at that time, it was the right thing to do. But maybe also on our side, for example, that side did not know what we went through on this other side.
Steve telling Cindy to go.
No, Steve did not tell Cindy.
Okay,
to
Cindy
go.
leaving. What
Just say the separation.
Whatever happened,
Yes.
how much did it hurt the Blue Three as a girl group?
We were hurt. I don't know on Cindy's part, but for me and Lillian, we were even hurt much more because, like we had spoken before, we became sisters.
Yeah.
And at that time, we didn't even think about the business part of it because we had somebody taking care
Of the business.
of the
part.
business part.
The bad day.
But there was that inner thing. We was hurt. That's what I can say.
When she left, Maya came. How was Maya, by the way?
She was cool. Yeah, she was cool. She's a really nice person. That's number one.
She was short-lived.
Says who?
In the group.
Says who?
How many songs was Maya in? Was that in Yimba?
No, it doesn't matter. But you see, that's the songs that you saw, like on TV. But then you were not there for the shows before, and the times she wasn't on TV. So she was there.
She was there.
Yes.
Then after you took on a solo career, we're going to take a breather. I am with Jackie. We are slow but sure because she's not only a great person, she's an incredible artist and she has a beautiful story to tell. I'm really honored to be here in the presence of her because tatera kulabika labika. If you have any questions, you can throw them in the comment sections. Abatula for YouTube. Do that. Now we're going to take a quick breather, funaka chai, take some wine like us, use the bathroom, go and put on makeup, whatever it is, because we'll be right back and we start talking about the solo career. Nebi Intrevida Avinji Nyotova.
The Deep Talk with Mr. Henry.